What's up, folks? I found this kid on YouTube that was making a video about the Pro Syndicate rape accusations. So let's go ahead and actually not just rape, but the rape stories, rape and sexual assault stories from at least 3 different women. So let's go ahead and see what he has to say about it.
Hey, what's up, guys? Actual Potato here, and today we're going to talk about a wonderful site that we know as Twitter.
Interesting.
I'm not brave enough to know. Welcome to the house of fun.
Twitter is an absolute...
Let's just put that into perspective. He, in his editing software, put down the footage of a woman retelling her sexual assault and or rape story. He put down a laugh track over it. Interesting choice.
Cesspool of content where anyone can post literally anything. However, it's also apparently the main place to go if someone has committed a crime against you. And right now, the recent allegations made against ProSyndicate are an absolute clusterfuck of tweets, percentages, fence sitting. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the videos slamming ProSyndicate, presenting both sides for and against,
the
ultimately
allegations,
giving my own opinion on the situation.
The rape
now,
stories?
For anyone who is
Let's
incredibly and understandably puzzled by this, well, let me explain the backstory.
Okay.
So on June 21st,
I'm sure it won't be biased.
Twitch streamer The Zombie Unicorn made a 10-minute video on Twitter explaining the situation with ProSyndicate apparently sexually assaulting her and other women. Or, in other words, man bad. First of all, I gotta commend Zombie Unicorn for making a 10-minute video, you know, getting that
That's one way to talk about a rape victim.
ad revenue. But secondly, how the fuck can you upload a 10-minute video on Twitter? Isn't the limit like, you know, 2 minutes or something? Is Twitter Nitro real?
That joke.
Alright, big sigh, we're off to a solid start. A good start, a basic start. I mean, at least Zombie Unicorn isn't talking to her dog.
Cooper, I have no idea how I'm gonna record this video, dude.
And I've always been a very...
That's a very interesting thing to put in somebody's rape story. That's very weird. I don't know why. It's especially weird because there are people online that are saying that one of the videos was edited, and now apparently we're also getting critiques because that was not edited. This is just a long, unedited video. You know, when I tell my rape stories, it just rolls off the tongue. I could just easily say them. I don't get really antsy about it. I don't get really nervous. I don't have a lot of anxiety about it. No, it just rolls off the tongue. That's just how it normally is. I'm glad that a 15-year-old child is trying to discredit a rape victim, and this is what Syndicate's fans are doing right now. Good job, Syndicate. You really you raised them right. These Gen Zers, they're really doing well out there.
a strong person, and I never thought this happened to me. And that this time that I'm going to explain, and this thing and this person I'm going to explain to you about is, I passed it off as them just being a shitty person, and because of their power and their position, I tried to maintain, you know, a friendly relationship with them until one day I just like cut them off and was like, I'm fucking done with this.
Now, it might just be me, but it seems like the excuse to combat people saying that she should have gone to the police before going to Twitter. And even still, she's still posting this on Twitter. She hasn't gone to the police, apparently. If this is an actual sexual abuse allegation and not something to boost your relevancy because your channel is hitting constant lows,
that's right, more economic downturn,
then why put it on Twitter? Because
She hasn't made a video in 2 months, and you're talking about her relevancy on YouTube when you're talking about a video you just watched on Twitter. Are you actually retarded?
it just seems like you're airing this video on Twitter in order to get more views, more followers.
To get more views on a channel that's apparently dying that nobody watches. What are you fucking talking about? Yes, because the majority of people are going to stay on because she told a rape story that in your eyes is fake, and people just stay on because of that. Even though the vast majority of you 15-year-old kids that are retards out there are talking about how she made it up for clout or some weird shit like that. And because she sighed at the beginning of her video, that indicates that she's lying about it. What the fuck?
More subscribers. I'm not saying that you're lying. I obviously haven't heard what you're going to say, so I'm not going to jump to conclusions. But the fact that you put this sexual assault allegation on Twitter, the main hub for cancel culture, before the police, really says something.
You retard. She says in the same video you're recording and making edits and clips off of is that she didn't realize that it was rape at the time. She thought it was a dick move. In fact, the tweet that you included in your video says just that. You fucking retard. You absolute fucking retard. Why are you so retarded?
Now, for anyone who's incredibly and understandably...
you know, like some things, like I would kind of get like, okay, I'm being retarded about this because there's no real consequences for it, but this is a fucking rape and sexual assault accusations. And there's nothing to really say that these are wrong, except I feel like they're doing it for clout.
Puzzled by this. Well, let me explain the backstory.
Gen Z, get your rape apologist trash out of my YouTube right now.
So on June 21st, Twitch streamer The Zombie Unicorn
that I'd long passed off as him just being a dick. And she goes into more detail about this in her video that you edited out.
Before the police really says something.
I'm not doing this for attention. I can already see the like incels online trying to like come at me like they always do.
That's you, Toasty.
The fact that you chalk up critics as
getting
incels
a little bit angry
really
there about that.
You're really trying to protect your video from being criticized. Because guess what? No one wants to be an incel.
I
Yeah.
I asked people too, just to make sure.
What? That sure stopped him, didn't it? Look on her Twitter. It sure did stop him. Oh no, it's a bunch of rape apologists on there.
I said, so when you have sex with somebody, at first it's consensual, and then they lie about having condoms, and then they hold you down to come inside you without your consent on purpose, forcing you to take Plan B, which they knew, and you have told them, I mean, you know, they knew gives you extreme side effects and that you avoid using, and that's why you use condoms or other methods of birth control. And overwhelmingly, the response has been that it's rape.
So basically, you're saying that your boy ProSyndicate is a rapist here because he didn't.
She didn't say that. You are actually a retard.
Didn't use condoms. But either way, you still had sex. You were the other consenting party. This tweet you bring up mentions absolutely nothing about Syndicate forcing himself onto you. You can't say he's a rapist from that tweet alone. It just says that he had sex with you whilst knowing that he had condoms and knew about the extreme side effects, but you should have had common knowledge to at least say, dude, put a condom on. If he refused and
she did, and because he didn't, even though he did, she later found out she did have it. He told him, okay, well, you will have to pull out then, you know this, and he agreed to it. And then he changed and forced her on him while he was coming. He wouldn't let her go. He wouldn't let her off. He forced her on him. So no, that is what you call a rape.
Forced himself onto you? That would
No. You see, what you do not see, she did not give consent for him to perform that sexual act upon her, and because he did it anyway and physically forced her to endure that sexual act, then it becomes sexual assault or rape. Okay, so that's how that works, young man. Okay, I look forward to your high school graduation in a couple of years.
be rape. Maybe Zombie Unicorn worded it wrong, so we'll keep with this video for now. You know, maybe she'll explain it later in the video.
Yes, if you stop strawmanning her and stop saying stuff out of order, where she says at the beginning of the tweet that it's sexual abuse, and then everybody and their mother and the definition of rape defines that as rape, and you're sitting here like, but you agreed to the sex. Nobody said anything about the sex, you fucking absolute retard.
Well, I want to keep with this video for now.
And I never in my life thought that it was rape, and I knew that for other people, that same kind of situation would be considered rape. But I never thought it was for myself, and I just kind of like chalked it up to them being like kind of a dick.
What? You and your partner are just having sex and he doesn't put on a condom. Just, you know, someone being a dickhead. Just being a dick, you know. One of those natural things that your friends annoy you with. Also, you're getting a bit carried away because you're formulating your own legal...
This man's never had sex in his life. I'm sorry, this child, I should refrain. He's not legal yet.
opinion based on other people's opinions, other random strangers on the internet. You're formulating your legal opinion on the
Legal opinion? Bro, she's giving her story, you fucking idiot. There's no legal story here. What are you talking about? Yes, the legal definition of rape, yes. The legal definition of rape agrees with her, but I don't know why you're bringing up legal here.
Of random strangers on the internet. Okay.
I even told them after the fact later on that it was really shitty what they did and that they put me through that. And they gave me kind of an empty apology. You know, we had to work together still for a little bit. But it's not okay, and it can't just be passed off as a mistake. And it was an accident when it wasn't. It was very intentional. But the person who did this to me is Syndicate.
Now, I'm gonna say it. Zombie Unicorn has a point. There was one person that had to say it, and I'm that person. From this clip, right now, it actually does seem like Syndicate did some really fucked up shit. There's no counter-argument I can really bring to this. I can sympathise with the Zombie Unicorn, but it do be just a witness statement. There is no solid, rock-hard evidence. It is just a witness statement at this point. All I gotta say is that those Minecraft YouTubers, they're really up to something. They got a massive Minecraft pedo ring.
But, there was a time when I went to his place at night and, you know, I always made sure that we had condoms, and one night we were drinking and he said he didn't have any. And I said, okay, we can only continue if you pull out, because I don't take birth control because the hormones affect me. And he already knew that. They affect me really badly. And I told him that he had to do that. And when the time came, I was on top of him and he was like saying that he was about to. And I was like, okay, I'm getting off. I'm gonna get off of you. And he held me down, physically forced me down, and so that I could not get off of him. And I smacked him and I said, no, stop. And I got off of him finally when he let me go, and I immediately went to go, clean myself up in the bathroom, and then I found condoms in there, and I was like, what the fuck, you lied about this? And then the next morning, a woman who works for him, and I don't want to, you probably know who it is, but, I really hope that if somebody asks, I gotta start this over.
Now, once again, I can kind of feel like this is a bit exaggerated, but this tells us two things. One, ProSyndicate. If this is true, then ProSyndicate is a massive cunt, and now kind of falling on borderline rapist. Two, ProSyndicate is a bottom boy, a sub, a cuck, a simp, a Minecraft YouTuber, all the worst things you can think of. He is the devil incarnate. Once you play Minecraft, you go past the point of humanity. He is Satan.
Stop protecting him.
Gen Z, I am once again telling you, please get your trash off of my YouTube, okay? I do not want rape apologists on here making jokes on commentaries of a rape survivor story. I do not want that, okay?
I'm not trying to, ruin his life or anything. I just don't
Classy!
want him to do like this, and I know that he's done it for a long time.
So, if you didn't want anyone to hate him, why did you post this on Twitter? We are literally running in circles.
She's just supposed to, never tell anybody and never warn anybody about it. She's supposed to put it on her YouTube channel, but she can't do it there because then she'll be whoring out for views. She can't put it on Twitter because cancel culture is there. What? She can't put it on any other thing because then that's just trying to gain attention and clout. None of this makes sense. This is the worst argument I've ever heard.
Here. Also, it seems that you want to have your cake and eat it too. You want to accuse someone of rape, but also keep the moral high ground. Because if you accuse someone of rape and then it turns out false, then you lose the moral high ground because you accuse an innocent YouTuber of rape, destroying their career. By saying, guys, I don't want to ruin his career, you're essentially giving away responsibility, essentially condemning hate as well, condemning hate against an alleged rapist in your eyes. So it's kind of conflicting. Your arguments are kind of conflicting here. Also, hang on, wait a minute, hang on. Can we just play that again? Can we just play that and slow that down? Play it again.
And I know that he's done it for a long time. And I know that he's done it for a long time. And I know that he's done it for a long time.
You knew about ProSyndicate allegedly raping other people for a long time, but you decided to tell no one, or God forbid, tell the fucking police. I'm sorry.
Look at the response that you're giving to her and everybody else on Twitter and everywhere else. So yeah, I can see why somebody like that wouldn't want to put themselves out there to be hurt and abused by tons of people online.
We are just running in circles here with this video.
And I know
The fact that he couldn't connect those dots right there, like, wait a minute. Why would somebody not want to tell anybody about an abuser? I mean, people would just believe them, right? Wait a minute. I don't believe this person. Wait a minute. Wait, I don't. Wait, oh, she has a point here. I'm proving her point.
you know, me and her aren't friends anymore, but May knew about it and she talked to me in the bathroom and she tried to console me, but she knew the whole story. I told her about it.
Hang on. Did
This
Zombie
was confirmed.
Unicorn
This was confirmed too. That person did get on Twitter and confirm that that was true.
just say that another person knew about this story for ages and didn't speak out about it? What? What? This is some insanity. I can't keep going on. If this is the life of a big YouTuber hiding rape stories or hiding pedophile stories, if this is the life of a big YouTuber, I don't want to become a big YouTuber. And you know what this does? It begs the question: what other stories are YouTubers hiding from us? How much does your favorite YouTuber know? I'm gonna be straight up and say I don't know any secret rape or pedo stories, most because I'm fucking 14. Meanwhile, actual grown adults here hiding these stories from the public, from the police as well. What the actual fuck is social media now?
I'm fine. I'm going to be.
Gen Z, I'm not gonna even bother playing the rest of this video. Like I said before, get your fucking trash off my YouTube right now. Y'all need to clean it up. Y'all were doing so well, and now you're just shoveling this shit on my site. Not gonna happen.